about that, so we'll just get stuck into it. Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us for today's post-day press conference featuring Ryan Rickelton. We will take one question at a time. Who would like to go first? Talbot, please go ahead.
Ryan, very well played. Really gutsy knock. But I wonder sometimes when guys edge onto their pad and there's a review, they do it immediately, whereas you didn't do it immediately at 98. Were you sure that you had hit that ball?
No, I didn't think I hit it at all. In all honesty, I think I might have got a little bit lucky there with some scratches. In all honesty, the Ultra Edge, I was reviewing for because I was on 98, and because I was thinking maybe lucky outside the line, but I didn't feel anything.
And just to, I mean, you came into this match, you might not have played if it hadn't been for the injury to Björn Mulder. I mean, how does it feel to get a break like that and to use it properly?
Yeah, obviously, well, not sad for Björn, but always grateful for the opportunity. Shooks asked me in Durban would I like to bat at 3, and I jumped at the chance. I batted 3 a lot for the Lions. I batted 3 at this ground as well. So I feel like playing against the newborn red ball cricket actually helps me. It tightens me up. Where if I come down at 5-6, I actually get a bit too loose or maybe a bit expansive. So yeah, I jumped at the opportunity when they said I could bat at 3, and obviously had my game plan, having had some relative success here in the past domestically, and just try to stick to it for long parts of the day. I wasn't willing to budge until that last shot, I guess. So yeah, happy obviously just to get over the line.
Rix, it's been quite a journey for you, and I guess you've had a lot of people advocating for you from the outside. You've been in and out. Can you tell us a bit about what that's been like? I mean, just knowing that your chance might come, but also having to wait so long for it.
Yeah, as I said out to the guys at the front, I've been in and around this team for probably about 4 or 5 years, having played a handful of games here and there, But I've always believed that I can, do something useful at international level. But it was always just going to be the case of can I prove it, can I do it, and then can I prove it to myself. So, it's just more the relief that comes with it. Just in my own cap to say, I've waited my time, but I can do it. Because there's always those doubts. They live in everyone. They definitely live in me. So, after a couple failures here and there, and some, can I do it? Is it just, am I speaking a good game? Yeah. So it's just the relief of being able to do it. And do it for the team as well. Like I said, I've been in and around this group for about 4 or 5 years, and I think this team's got something nice brewing quite quickly, and it's a nice group of guys, and everyone's pushing each other. So to contribute to a growing team is obviously great, and obviously to tick that off my own personal, feather in my cap to obviously so that I can do this is something I'm really stoked about.
And it looked as though, there were times maybe just like after lunch when batting seemed relatively easy, but there were also some really tough bits there. What was the day like in terms of the pressure?
Yeah, PE is naturally quite a slow-scoring ground, so I think that also aided the way how I prepared. I was willing to dig in and try bat more time than anything. But yeah, the new ball does quite a bit, as we saw this morning and obviously this evening now. But again, it's a patience game, I think, in PE. If you bowl well, there's always rewards, but if you're willing to dig in and bat periods of time, you know that you can get something out of it. So I think it's just naturally in PE, there's always going to be a few pockets of runs. It's not going to be as expensive or as Centurion or the Wanderers or even Durban last week. But yeah, I think you just got to be willing to graft a little bit longer and take those pockets when they come, even though they might be just a little bit smaller.
Ryan, you seem to be a very good all-round sportsman. Seems like you played a bit of rugby at school and had a weightlifting record at age group level. Tell us a bit more about your other sports involved.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough. My dad worked at St. Stithians, so I lived on campus there. But I was a young kid. We try everything. Played squash provincially as well. Loved squash, the weightlifting stuff, rugby, everything. So I know I was just a bit of a kid. You try everything. When winter came along, the cricket bag went away, and the rugby ball came out, and obviously it flipped when summer came along. So I think we're all the same in that change room. We all do everything. We all try every sport, and yeah, it's definitely something I think we all love, and I'm no different.
Ryan, you obviously came in quite early, and I'm sure you had a plan of how you wanted to set your innings out. But when the wickets of Aiden and Stubble fell, did that plan change at all?
No, not at all, actually. I think probably solidified my plan a lot more. Being 40 for 3, we were in a bit of trouble, so I knew that I have to probably tighten up even more. Cricket's funny. I think the better things go, the looser I think individuals become. I'm one of those guys. So I think we're under pressure. Kind of made myself tighten up. And luckily for me, Temba's seeing it really well and playing incredibly well as well. So he actually took a lot of pressure off of me by scoring so freely on what actually was quite a tough morning. So yeah, I just probably tightened up and stuck to it. And like I said, I had a lot of help from Tiger and from Carl at the end.
And you've obviously got, you've had a bat on this wicket now. Has there been any discussions among the group about what an ideal first innings score would be?
I don't think yet, but generally we know in PE if you're hovering around 350, it's a really, really good score. I think our first prize tomorrow obviously be to get close to 300. And if we can have 150 odd partnership, we hopefully should get that 350. So, you know, we won decent partnership away from setting a really nice score. It was just a pity about those last 2 wickets at the end.
We're going to look to go Fernando, then Grace.
Right. You mentioned Temba batted quite freely, but you know it was 40 for 3, I think, when you guys came together. Can you tell us a little bit more about how what it was like watching him bat at the other end bat so freely, and also how it might have helped you out a little bit?
Yeah, obviously, like I said, coming off 100 and a good 70 last week as well, he's moving really well. He's playing the ball really late as well and hitting it where he wants to go. So, for him to come in at 44-3 and not almost counter punch, but just kind of change a bit of momentum our way was very important. Usually, I think out of the two of us, people expect me to be doing that, and it was nice to obviously have the shoe on the other foot and sit and watch from the other side. So, like I said, he took a lot of pressure off me. He played just really good cricket shots on a wicket that isn't the easiest to score on. So, like I said, he took a lot of pressure off of me. He opened up the game and he wore them down quite a lot. And he gave us that platform, obviously, to counter-attack at the end of the day.
Cool, last one from Rich.
Where Mulder copped a nasty one from Lairu Kumara in Durban. Today you got a nasty one as well. How bad is your thing?
Tougher than Vian. I don't think it's as bad as his. Well, I'm not going to check, but I'm still moving it, so it feels okay.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thanks, Luis.